Hey everybody, it's Alisha Brashe here at Cosmic Gateway. This is the intuitive insights for the second half of September for 2019, and this is card B, this one here. No, your eyesight is perfectly fine. I am on a slant, sitting on a hill, and I'm outside because we're starting to get some really lovely sunshine, and so I thought I would take the opportunity to record outside. So, whew, damn, okay, there's a lot going on here. Interesting. Okay, we have some reoccurring themes already and reoccurring card or card. Singular. Alright, so I need to take a deep breath before I get into this. Okay, so I'll go for I've got 5 cards here, so I'll show the first. We've got the Seven of Fire. Oh, we have the Page of Water. By the way, I did shuffle these. This is actually, there's 2 recurring, and we have the Six of Water. So those cards start off with, and then I'll go into the second line. So, all right. Oh, sorry. No, the Seven of Fire was the first card that was at the bottom of the deck when I got the decks out. So, interesting. So, Seven of Fire is defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. And then we've got the Page of Water, which is a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, and heightened psychic abilities. And then we have the Six of Water, which is memories from the past, childhood, can be issues from childhood resurfacing. It could be it's a lot of reflective energy. So it can be a lot of like going back and dabbling in the past and I want to say with that card, like, that's not always a bad thing, because if we're reevaluating things that happened in the past, we can see things from different vantage point, from different perspectives, and sometimes that can be really healing. Okay, so obviously right in the center of that, the card that's speaking to me the most is the Page of Water, which is, that can be taken a number of ways. It could be like a new romantic connection or relationship that's coming into connection. It can be an existing relationship that's entering into a deeper or a new phase. So that part feels quite prevalent and uplifting, but the surrounding sides, or the 2 cards that are either side of that, I feel kind of go hand in hand. And so, talking about like reflection from the past and going back into past situation scenarios through your mind, or if situations are reoccurring that are reminding you of things that you've experienced in the past. I feel like this Seven of Fire energy says to you, choose your battles wisely. Is it worth delving into that mindset? Is it worth delving into you're putting your energy and focus into something unnecessarily? And by that I mean, like, feel what we feel. It's important to feel what you feel and whatever's coming up, but there's a fine line between going through a process and unnecessarily sitting in energy that doesn't support you for too long. It's always about keeping energy in motion and flowing and moving. So I've recorded a over 30-minute video on the subscription channel on Facebook, but I will make that available to purchase on the website just individually. I go into what I'm talking about, in a lot of depth. So it's timelines part 2 focused on relationships and divine partnerships. So it's not just specific for people on a twin journey. It can be applied to many people. So the details will be below. Sorry, so I really feel like you're being asked to Ace, yes, stand your ground. Um, you know, come from a place of truth and authenticity for yourself. Like, don't be kind of pushed around. Stand firm and strong and in your truth and your light. Um, and yeah, but just don't be swayed too much. I feel like, what's that saying about bamboo? I can't even think about it, but it's like, be strong and flexible all at the same time. There you go. Be strong and flexible all at the same time with this, because by you being able to move through whatever's coming up for you, whether it's external or it's emotional or it's mental or all, I feel that on the other side is a beautiful, relationship, or a new phase of a relationship that's coming through for you. But it's like, you got to get through this part first, and however that applies and presents to you. So we have the moon card. Oh, so I'll show them. We've got the moon card and the Queen of Earth. So these two here. Moon card, interesting. You may want to go back and watch reading A, because I was talking about the moon cycle and that these themes are playing out between the last full moon that we just had in Pisces, and the next full moon that will be in October. And I really get the sense that with that, actually, both of these cards were in the last reading. So yeah, definitely go and watch that. Going through this may be, experiencing some of your biggest fears today, or in this lifetime even. And so by going through that, knowing that it serves its purpose, it serves a greater good for your own process, and probably for all the people involved, because everyone's learning from this in their own unique ways. But the important part is that know that you're very guided through that process. So really pay attention to your intuition and your guidance through that, which is going to help you navigate through that. And then we've got, make time for those around you, and make sensible, practical, generally not in my vocabulary, but um, um, decisions that are loving and kind. So, treating other people that are embellished in this scenario with love, kindness, and respect. But there's definitely this, it's so interesting to see what's going to happen full moon to full moon. All right, let's see what else wants to come through. All right, nice. Yeah, I got 2 cards here. Okay. There's definitely prominent themes. This is too funny. All right, so the next 2 cards we've got is rest and make a decision. Decision card came up from a different deck in the last reading. So rest. What do I need? What more do I need to say? It says you've been working hard, take a nap, take a rest. I just feel like that. I want to say with that is like, just to monitor your energy input and output, because you need longevity to move through this. And for your work and for the people around you and your loved ones, you need to be able to stagger your own energy. And obviously there's a lot of decision making around this. So if you go back and watch the other one, I was talking about this golden door. I'm kind of seeing that imagery again. I want to say this could be some of the most important decisions you've ever made in your life. And it's not taken lightly. There's quite a serious, stern feeling that comes with it, even though it's a really beautiful, positive thing. There's like this real, really working through options and scenarios and possibilities and possible reactions and all that sort of stuff. So the advice or the message on this card is feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. I love that. It's just simple, clear, concise. You know, your intuitive guidance is what's going to help support you through this. First and foremost, yes, you know, you might seek guidance from friends or a practitioner, but ultimately, so really get, you know, get really, really clear and connected to your higher self. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I said 3 magpies just fly over as I was saying that. So if magpies are a thing for you, maybe, it's a little extra message for you. Or maybe you feel guided to look up the symbology of magpies. How interesting. That's just popped back into my head. I couldn't even tell you which website, but years ago I remember looking up the symbology of magpies, and it broke it down to, like, if you see 1, if you see 2, and up to, I don't know, 7, 8, I don't know. But I remember focusing on this whole 3 magpies, and that I can see the word joy. It was something joy. And so to the symbology of seeing 3 magpies basically means joy, overcoming hard. I'm not making this up, but this is like, I'm just going to say what's coming through. Joy. I want to say home life, family, has something to do with family. But basically, yeah, I want to say like hardship, hard phase completed, and joy coming through. So yeah. Hey, I should record out in nature more often and take the input of the surroundings, the messages in nature. And the magpies are still circling, and I have ravens here too. So, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've just had another card pop out that is in the reading A. This is crazy. As you can see, okay, alright. So, the final 2 cards that have come up, we've got Past Life. And we have the little children here. So, part of me really wants to talk about children being a focus in this reading, whether it's children coming through, whether it's family or it existed, or I want to say like blended families, and its decision around like coming together in a new partnership, and you've got both, have children or want to have, whatever it is. I feel like that's a big factor in this decision-making process. But also there's this past life element, and so I feel like the fears that are coming up and the challenges and obstacles that are coming up, 1313 as I just looked at the time, have a lot to do with past life memory surfacing, like past life trauma surfacing through your current experience. So as the energy releases, obviously, one of the ways, or one of the most effective ways, in my opinion, to release energy is to have a experience that brings up all those emotions so they can come to the forefront and release. That's why energy work is so important. But yeah, that particular card, this past life card, talks about things being healed in your sleep as well. So it may just be as simple as that maybe you're having a lot of unpleasant dreams, and that's just a way of releasing some of this past life energy, which is to do with this situation. So there's a lot there. So I hope that helps someone. I do have the equinox transmission coming up on the 23rd. If you are interested to join us, I will put the details in the description box and you can join us. Would love to have you there. If not, as I mentioned, if you want looking to book a session, you can. I'll put the details and the links below. If not, have an amazing rest of September, and I will connect with you all soon. Mwah! Much love. Bye.